Hi everyone, so I'm going to make a quick video here about how you know when you've actually graduated. So let's say hypothetically that you have completed all your courses, like I have shown in other videos where all the little banners on the side of the course in your degree plan are green. My challenge was knowing, does that mean I'm done? Do I just kind of wait around and wait to hear from Western governors to know if I'm actually officially graduated? But there is a tiny process that you need to watch out for. So I will just say that this is screen captured in 2020, at the end of 2020, which means that this will probably change in subsequent years. So just be mindful of that. And I am in a specific program, which is the Masters of Curriculum and Instruction, or I was because I graduated. Okay, so just those things out of the way. So as you can see from this email here, this is an email thread. So the first email, generally when you pass a course, you get either, I can't remember what it says for revisions because I only had one revision in all of my 31 performance assessments in the whole program. So I can't remember, but it usually just says you passed. So I've passed the 5th task in the Capstone, which I won't describe, but basically it's like the final report, presentation, voila. So I actually sent an email. So this was on December 16th. I had submitted on December 14th, which means a few days later, everything was finalized, or evaluated, I mean. And then pretty much, a couple hours later, as you can see in the timestamps, I emailed my course mentor. So I just blocked out her email address and her name. And I just said like, woohoo, I'm all done. I was kind of doing that in a way to say like, like, what do we do next? But I was waiting to hear from her. So here's her response. So she was really happy for me because I've mentioned this in other videos, but I grinded out the last part of my degree. So I was able to finish a large portion, about 40% in the last kind of 2 weeks, which included some research courses and the actual capstone, which generally takes 6 to 8 weeks, but I completed in a couple weeks. So she was kind of shocked, even though I kept her in the loop. In the last kind of sprint, I just kind of went on my own. So she didn't even realize that I had finished everything. So she said like, what? All I can say is wow. So next steps are easy. Just schedule a graduation call and we'll get everything processed. So that would be with her. So with your program mentor, you just schedule a call. Generally, you can schedule in the next day, which I did. And I didn't really know what that meant, but essentially what it means is they say congratulations and that they are going to send you some emails just to fill out some electronic forms to finalize the process, and I think they just want to close off. It's a way to conclude. So so you can see here, this was the Wednesday. On the Thursday, this was after our meeting. This was later in the evening, and she had sent a couple emails, and basically it just says, hello, Justin, I just submitted your graduation application. So she does that on behalf of me, and then I can go ahead and complete some sections. And so I just blocked it, like you're gonna get this email so you can read it on your own when you graduate. But basically the next steps are for me to wait from like Western governors to finalize everything. And there was another email. It's basically saying there's another email sent to me just to confirm that my name, my address, because they want to send your diploma to you, which is like the actual artifact, like the certificate, and some transcripts. They do send you 2 complementary transcripts. I'm not really sure what's on them. I'm assuming the courses. I don't know if they say pass. I also don't, or maybe they say B, which is in their terms at Western governors a competent grade. So like there would be a whole bunch of B grades, but I'm not sure. So I'll wait and see and report on that later. So essentially when they send this in the email, I also got the other email. This email that I blocked off, it also talks about like if you want a tassel or a hat, or if you want some other kind of graduation miscellaneous stuff, and you can purchase that. And so this was the other email that they submitted or sent to me. So it says, congratulations, your mentor has recommended you. So that's a good word to use. It's not officializing it, it's recommending me for graduation. So what happens is the finance office, as well as some sort of operations office, I can't remember which office. There's 2 offices, or records maybe. They have to go through and just confirm that you have indeed completed all your tasks and that you are ready for graduation. So that's why you're recommended for those offices to do the review. And the finances is just basically, did you pay for everything before you graduate? So I clicked on this, which I won't click into, but basically it opens up a window and it's so simple. It's basically, is this your name? Is this the spelling? Is this your address? Is this the spelling? I'm from Canada, so I noticed that they hadn't included the word Canada. So I actually had to send them an email and just say, oh, just tack on the word Canada. So this is my portal, which I've shown before. I blocked out like my mentor's information and whatnot, and you can see 100%. So everything looks like it did before. I did talk to someone else at Western Governors, and they do say that there's like some sort of confetti or banner that says congratulations, you're done when you're done. But at this point, which is now the end of December, December 29th, I haven't seen that. So I did email actually my mentor a couple days ago, because she said that it would take them like 5 days, maybe longer. I think she did say that there was a notice that it was going to take longer because they were backed up. So it, it maybe would have taken a couple weeks. And so I wasn't really sure, does that mean that, if it's not done in time, do I have to pay for another term? But she was like, no, the application is submitted, they have it, it's fine, So today, it doesn't have a timestamp, but today's the 29th. So it was, so what was that, like the 17th or something? So now it's the 29th. So, I mean, obviously there was Christmas. So the university was closed on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and I think even a day after that, I'm not sure. So, I mean, I assumed it would take longer, but they did touch base with me and they said, things did take a little bit longer because of COVID and Christmas and all that. All this is saying is that they did actually approve my graduation earlier than this day. This was on the 21st, that was my graduation day. And then they just gave some more instructions. It's kind of like reiterating the same thing as before, is you can receive 2 complimentary copies of official transcripts. So what you do is you click on this and it brings you to this new webpage by this organization called the National Student Clearinghouse, NSC. Some dyslexia going on there. And you basically put in you just kind of answer some questions, and they basically again ask you for your home address. They do ask you if you want to have an electronic transcript, which I do want. I'm going to get my transcripts assessed in Canada just to make sure that they are valid, if like an employer ever asks, that it is legitimate. And I did see another Canadian do that, and they did get approved, like assessed as if it was a legitimate degree and everything, which it should be, because it's, Western Governors is, regionally credited in the United States, and so it probably is fine. But they would require me to submit electronic. So I am asking for one of them to be electronic and then another one to be print, and they're going to mail that. I did have to pay for shipping. It wasn't that much. I think it was like $7 US funds. I'm Canadian, so it's a little bit more. I think there are other expedited, you can get yours transcript expedited, and that would cost you more. But I guess if you want more than 2 transcripts, you're going to have to pay some sort of service fee or some sort of additional fee. So there is a bit of a process. You have to read down here. It starts to say like, mark this in order to do that, blah, blah, blah. And that just indicates that you're going to get your free ones. And then they're going to send me another email. It doesn't say this, I cut it out. They're going to send me another email later on just to confirm again that, that I'm going to be getting my diploma to this address. So it's kind of like doing its due diligence over and over again of like, this is the process of graduating, this is what's going to happen. And then they're just reiterating that. But, I didn't really have to do much. I'm just waiting for these emails. So basically, in a nutshell, what you have to do is just send an email to your mentor, or wait for your mentor email you, say, I'm all done, and then set up that call, and then wait for these emails, and then you're all good. Hopefully that helps. And just so you all know, I did buy a new camera. I bought some equipment. So hopefully I'll have some better quality videos. Like, this is a screen capture, so it's different. It's not like a video. But I am hoping to make better videos because, you may have to subscribe to know for sure, but I may actually do another WG degree in another master's program. So I'm going to document my journey all over again. So it's like round 2. It's going to feel like the Hunger Games, the second edition, second movie, like where you go through the process all over again. But I haven't confirmed that. So subscribe to find out if I do that. Otherwise, I will create some new videos about kind of how to perform well as a student, kind of manage your career, and offer some more support. So hopefully I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for dropping by.